Guys, you don't understand how fucking excited I am. I gotta get up. It's here! It's here! And I'm so excited. I absolutely loved A Good Girl's Guide to Murder. Like, to be fair, the third book is not my favorite because the direction that it took I wasn't a fan of, because I just was like, this just feels out of place. Like, it makes sense. Like, it does make sense at a character level, but it just felt out of place. But the first book is a masterpiece, and the second book is also a masterpiece. It's just, again, I have issues, but I have been so excited, and I thought this was coming out a lot later. But what I actually realized is I was focusing on the American release date, which is in August next month. I'm in July now. I don't know where I am, but we get it early with the UK today. And there's 6 episodes, so there will be 3 videos of me talking about it. I'll talk about 2 episodes per video. These are just fun little vlogs for my reactions to things and just to talk about it, because again, I loved this book, and getting to know that we have a show, and the trailer looks phenomenal. Everyone is casted so well, and I am just so excited. This is going to be like such a fun thing for me, and stressful too, because murder mysteries give that vibe, but like, let's do it. Oh my god, I can't believe they're starting with Angie walking down the road with the cut to the back of her head, like getting the drama straight up. So we're getting a bit of a reenactment. Like, I know that they were going to be actors in it for flashbacks, but like, oh my god, like, it's Andy Bell. I can't even. I feel like I'm gonna have to stop it every 2 seconds, because like, we're seeing Pip and the group and the friends, and like, it feels so wholesome. I don't know why, it's giving Heartstopper, like, just with the bright colors and the vibes of the music and such. Like, I know this is gonna get like way more depressing, but like, it's the story. Like, it's beautifully done already. It's been 2 minutes. I'm just really depressed because like, I just saw Pip's dog, and I don't really want to spoil things straight away. Like, I should only be talking about the episode at hand and what is happening, but just, you know, because I don't want to spoil anything for people that might not have read the books and such. But like, in the book, her dog dies. It gets killed, and that was just a traumatic experience. Like, because what the fuck? And I'm just concerned that I'm gonna have to watch it, okay? And I'm not okay with that. Like, I really am not. So, just putting that out there, because I feel like I should let people know. Like, if you're going to watch further in the show, the dog might die. You know what makes me laugh though? It's because I love that she's doing this for her project in school and everything, and she's going to delve into it, but I love that she's making this mood board. But why in the missing poster is it such a faraway shot of Andy? Like, how are you meant to look at this poster and it could be literally any blonde person? Like, they needed to have a close-up of that missing poster. Is this part of a red herring to be like, oh yeah, nah bruh, like, did the poster but try to make it so that no one can find it? Because like, it should be zoomed in. Like, what is that? There's Ravi, and oh my god, just so you know, like, in the first book I really enjoyed it because the romance isn't like, it's not a heavy thing. Like, it's barely there. Like, it barely matters. But like, this boy, because we get 3 books, is just obsessed with Pip, okay? Like, he loves her from the first second basically, and you can just see, like, at first he was all like, what do you want? But then you see he opens up and he's all sweet about it, because he's had to deal with the fact that his brother killed someone, you know, back 5 years beforehand, and everyone treats his family like absolute shit, and he's had to grieve his brother and deal with the way people treat him. So for him to still be such a sweet boy means so much, because he is literally the sweetest. Like, he's a tough kid sometimes when he needs to be, and he does get angry because it's all shit, man, like, what's happened, but he still has somehow maintained this innocent happiness. It's just so sweet. But it's so funny the way that Pip just weasels her way in there to having him laughing and having fun, and then she's like, hey, can we talk about your brother? Is that fine? And then he's like, because he's like, he's against it at first, but then he gets invested once he realizes how beautiful Pip's brain is. Like, the smallest things I'm deciding to nitpick here, but like, she had the tin, and then in the next shot there's no tin. Like, did she chuck out a perfectly good muffin tin? Like, where'd the tin go? Ooh, I don't know how I feel about Naomi saying that Sal had an alibi this early on, because that's something you're meant to find out later, because Pip discovers that, well, I can't tell you, but there's some lying about the timing of things that they were forced to tell by the murderer. So I find it interesting that they've revealed that early on, because obviously you know that Sal didn't do it. Like, why would there be a show about it if he did kill her? But I feel like they're not keeping the mystery alive long enough, because we're instantly like, oh, what? It's really funny too, because like obviously Pip's old enough to be able to drive a car, but just the actress just makes it look a bit young. So just to suddenly be like, oh shit, like she's fully driving a car. Like a lot of these people seem to be like overly young, like especially Kara's dad. Like he doesn't look old enough to have children that old. Like, what is this? Also, hopefully her parents never walk into her room though, because if my mum saw me writing all over my walls, I would have been in so much trouble. Hopefully this shit washes off, because like I'm concerned, because like they're gonna have to repaint that shit if not. I don't know if this makes sense again. So they were saying that he had an alibi, but it was a fake alibi. Because I remember they were forced to give the 10:30 as a fake thing. But I'm trying to remember, because I remember, yes, Sal saying something about something. Like, it's been a little while since I've read the book, but like it just felt weird how they threw that out there. But now this makes sense, because as I said, Sal did ask them to lie in a sense, but like not because he did it, but like I'm trying to remember, because someone else made it change. So I think maybe they did say the 12:15, and then after everything happened, that's when they were forced to say a different time by the killer. So I'm like so confused, but like those costumes were so funny. And like I remember her and Kara getting into fights about this, but then Kara ended up being really supportive about it. So I'm kind of sad that they're in a fight right now. Like I know why, but like again, I just, you know. And Max, never liked Max, man. Like he is just so annoying with his just like, you know, forcing her to drink and stuff. Like he's not a good guy. Like but yeah, the outfits are everything. You know, Team Pip and Ravi make the whole book for me. They are my favorite. Like I love them together. They are so funny. Like once you get to know Ravi, he is so funny. Like this boy, absolutely love him. So I finished episode 1. Like it's very good. It's basically a perfect adaptation. Of course I'm gonna nitpick things because I've read the book, but I am absolutely loving this so much. And yeah, a few things are just a little bit out of order. We have met the murderer, so that's exciting. Even though, but I'm really enjoying it. It's been a fun time. So on to episode 2. Okay, I haven't had too many thoughts so far in this episode. Every time Pip and Ravi are together, it makes me happy. I love them. Nat De Silva's finally on the screen, and it's really annoying too, because this other guy, like in the first episode, he was all like being kind of stalkerish and like, you know, took her nose, and now he's got Nat. So I'm just like, oh yeah, there's Daniel. There's Daniel. Because we have to wait for the shady person to pop up, because that just always happens. But like that scene was just really awkward, how he's like looking out the window as he's driving, like and I'm like, bruh, calm down. But it's really interesting to watch it in the way that like Pip doesn't really have a filter, in a sense that she just asks things and she's not worried about the sensitivity of the case, because she's trying to get answers, and every time she takes it too far, everyone just shuts down and leaves. So like she learns to be better at interviewing, but she's not doing a great job right now. You especially see it evolve over the course of the 3 books, but for the show we're only going to get the first book obviously. But it's just funny that she's so bad at it. Like it's not fully showing how good her brain works, because in the book you have obviously the story, but then you have all of her case files and the interviews written down and the way that she's really like looking through the info that she finds, but we're not really seeing that translate very well to screen. So it just seems like she's fumbling quite a lot at the moment. They've already introduced Secret Older Dude. Oh my god, it was such a mystery too, man, because I had like a few like suspicions of who it was gonna be, and I like, because I guessed it right partially. I guessed half of it right, and then the other half kind of shook me. But ooh, they're getting the drama done, but it's also like you're getting your evidence in a not great way, because they can't take that to court and use it as proof. Oh my god, he called her Sarge. It's like the cutest thing, the nickname, I can't even. Oh, like they're even bringing in the duct tape killer. That is very interesting, because like again, my favorite thing about the whole trilogy is the way that it's so well rounded and every book connects, you know, like there's a bigger picture here. but I like that they're introducing some of the things just colloquially. you know what I mean, please. I can't speak right now. My god, Pip, girl, if you are in the forest camping and then there is someone else out there, you don't run towards the person. That's just, you know. And I was like, she did this in the book too, and I was like, girl, where are your survival skills? Okay, finished episode 2. So obviously, like, they're starting to develop some more of the storylines. So like, obviously it's been revealed that Andy was a drug dealer, which is a big part of the book, because there is more to come about that storyline with Max, but I am definitely enjoying it. I really feel like every actor and actress is really embodying their role. Like, I think everything fits really well. I really like the friend group dynamic. Like, I like that the camping trip was exactly how I pictured it, and especially the fact that it's like, how did the creepy person get into the tent to leave the note? I don't like that, and I questioned it in the book too. I'm sure they'll explain it, but I just can't exactly remember how they did it. But I am just finding it to be such a great show. I am really enjoying it so far. Please tell me what your thoughts and feelings are on the first 2 episodes of the show, and maybe leave me like some kind of like mysterious emoji to tell me that you've made it all the way. But anyway guys, thanks for watching this reaction video, and I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one.